friends. It's Vlogmas 2024 and it's day one and it has come around so quickly. My name is Ali. This is the Fibreboundpodcast. It's a channel where I talk about my making, in particular knitting and a little bit of crochet with a tiny bit of sewing thrown in there sometimes. But at this time of year, I really enjoy doing vlogs in the lead up to Christmas. I've been doing these vlogs for a few years now and they tend to shift a little bit between daily and every few days. I'm not sure what this year will bring. I anticipate that there will be some busy times because I am working all the way through until Christmas this year. So there may be some days grouped together, but I intend to record every day, even if they are not posted every day. We shall see where life takes me though, and where the month takes me. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself with these. I want December to be calm. I feel much more organized this year than I have in December's past. My tree is up, which feels amazing to have it up already. And I would like to spend more time savoring the month rather than feeling rushed as the days just seem to go faster and faster every year. If this is your first time watching, welcome. I am so happy that you've found me here. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It is so good to have you join me again. It has been a little while since I've recorded. It's been a busy few months. I have been knitting a lot, and I hope to scatter in some information about some of the things I've worked on over the last few months as this month progresses, because I just have not had the chance to have a full sit-down episode or time to record a full sit-down episode in the last few months. Now that it is December, I thought it's a great opportunity to check in with you a little bit more regularly and show you what I'm working on and show you my advents. Now I have 3 advents this year, 1 daily advent and 2 sock skeins. So I might show you the main advent first. The main advent I purchased this year is the Louie and Lola Easy Like Sunday Morning advent, and this is the amazing box it arrived in. It is a 25-day advent. It has a main skein and 24 minis. Now, unlike other years, this year's aim is to open the main skein first. Usually we open the main skein on the final day, but I think it's a great idea for those projects that do need the main skein as part of your project if you're planning to work on it throughout December. I don't know what I will be making with this yet, but I will be opening it daily. So today will be the main skein, and then we have all the minis following on from that. So I'm super excited to see what that is. So I might open my main skein with you now, because I'm super excited to see it. So this is day 1. Let's see what's inside. It's a beautiful neutral. It's called Earl Grey, and I love it. This is an 80% superwash blue-faced Leicester? 20% nylon. There are 400 yards or 365 meters per 100 grams in this skein, and it feels really lovely. So I think Karina had a number of different bases for her advents this year, but I chose the BFL nylon base. So that is very exciting as a first day to open. It's got a beautiful, like it's grey, but it has a beautiful purple sort of undertone to it. Might not be picking it up on the camera. It's really pretty. I really like it. So that's awesome. So that feels very special. Now there were some other goodies in the box this year as well, and there was some chocolate, which I haven't eaten yet, surprisingly. But when it arrived at work, and I was going to put it in the car, and I had plans after work that evening, and it was a hot day. So I didn't want to leave the chocolate in the box for it to melt, and I put it in my handbag and I brought it home and I took it out of my handbag and put it somewhere safe. So safe that I have no idea where it is right now. So hopefully I find that sometime throughout the month. But there was some chocolate in this advent, and there were some extra goodies as well. So I might just show you those goodies quickly as well. They're not wrapped up. As soon as you open the box, you can see them. So there shouldn't be any spoilers here for anyone. But if you haven't, for some reason, seen these and you have this advent box, I do recommend you probably look away. I might not talk about exactly what it is, just in case. So I'll just show them in front of the camera. And once I let you know, I will, you can look again, I guess. So the first little extra is this lovely little, I wasn't going to say what it was, is this. I might just open it up. The second little extra is this. Can't wait to use that. The next extra is this. Very handy. Then we have this. And lastly, feels really weird not to have spoken through those. The final inclusion of the Louis and Lola Advent is a knitting pattern. So that is the little gemstones pattern. I think it might be available on Ravelry, or it will be available after December or Advent season is over. I'm not sure, for purchase, but I will link it in the description box below in case you can purchase it if you would like to. I'm not sure if I will be making this. As I said, have not decided what I will make with that advent calendar at all. So that is all. Those are all the extras from the Louis and Lola advent box. Now I've got two more advents, and they are both sock advents, and one is one that I get every year. It's the Cozy Knitter 24 stripe advent skein. This is what the packaging looks like this year, and I'm super excited to open this. I've been knitting the Cozy Knitter advent socks for the past 5 years. I think since 2019. I think 2019 was the first year that I had one. So this will be my 5th year, I guess. Is that right? 6th year? This will be my 6th year, I think. I'll have to check. So let's have a look at this year's colour. Oh, well, that's a little special. These colours are phenomenal. I am really excited to knit this up. And this is their 80-20 sock base, so it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And there are 405 meters to 120 grams. Oh, so there must be 60 gram minis each this year. That's exciting. So yeah, I will be caking these up today. I have not started my cuffs, and I will be pulling something out of my stash to knit the cuffs with yet. The last few days have been a bit busy, so I have not been very organised with that. But my aim is to cast these on today. And lucky last, the very first year that I have the Freckled Whimsy Advent. Freckled Whimsy is another 24, I believe, stripe advent skein. Previous years have been a 24 stripe. There are again 250 gram skeins in this little bag, so let's see what this colorway's like. This is stunning too. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a very fun advent knitting project. So there's the two of them together. They're so pretty. This Freckled Whimsy skein is an 85/15 base, and it's again, I think it's similar yardage, 437 yards to 100 grams. I think that's around 420 meters. I think. I'm not actually sure. My conversion isn't that great. Or maybe 400 meters. Yeah, that is stunning. I hope the camera's picking that up. That looks better. So pretty. So I'm super excited to knit both of these socks up, and they are my only concrete plans for Advent knitting this year. I have a number of old Advents that I haven't knit up yet that I'm thinking of casting on with. I'm thinking of casting on one of those, and I'm thinking of participating in Mad About You's blanket knit along, which I've forgotten the name of right now, but I'll pop it on the screen. She's running a make along, but I don't know if that starts in December or in January. I'll have to look into that a little bit more, but I might start a blanket, maybe. I'll see. Realistically, like I said, I'm planning not to let this month be crazy. I've got work the whole way through, and that is crazy enough in itself, so I would like to make sure I don't put too much pressure on myself. But I'm so excited. Oh, back to the Freckled Whimsy. The colorway is called Merry and Bright, I think. It's a 24 stripe repeat. Super excited for these. So those are all my knitting plans or Advent plans for now. I will take you through the month and see what I can show you as we go along. My family aren't super keen on being featured in these videos, but I'll see if I can get their permission to occasionally appear. But I think it will be very knitting focused this year, though. We shall see. I really enjoy vlogging, so you might get all the behind the scenes stuff. We'll see. But yeah, so thank you for joining me in 2024. I can't believe that we are here again. The years are just flying by so fast. This year has flown by so fast, but I'm so excited that we are now in December and we can really enjoy the festive vibes and the cozy vibes, even though it's summer here in Australia. My other knitting plans for the month are to finish some of my works in progress. So we'll see how we go. And as the days go on, I guess I'll talk about what's happening. I do have some plans for December, a little bit of travel. And yeah, we'll take you along and show you the highlights. I hope you're all having a great start to December, and I look forward to checking in with you again soon. I guess it's time to wind these up. I'm so excited. Each one of the Freckled Whimsy skeins starts in a slightly different part, so it'll be interesting to see how everyone's socks look, given that they'll all start a little bit differently, I think. So yeah, trying to decide if I'll pull from the inside or the outside. I guess I'll figure that out once I get started. I'm about to start winding up the Cozy Knitter one. And this one actually has a consistent start for everyone each year. And they provide this handy little tag. Hopefully that's in focus. To tell you to cast on this end. This end being the pink end by the looks of it, which is very exciting. I am very fond of pink. If you've been here before, you would know that. So yes, this is the one that'll get skeined up next. I do love seeing how different they look depending on whether they've been twisted into a skein or untwisted, and then obviously in the cake they look different again, and in the sock they look different again, so that's all very exciting. I love this process. Okay, everything is caked up and I'm so excited to put it into project bags and get started today. So I just thought I'd show you the project bags that I've picked out so far. I do have one on the way in the mail that I ordered late last week, but for now I will use this one. This project bag is by Anita's Suitcase that I picked up from her Etsy store last year and I really adore it. The one that's coming in the mail is another one by Danny. So Daniela makes beautiful project bags. She's based in Perth and I got to meet her this year, which was super exciting, and I might share a bit of that trip in future days vlogs. Especially I'm thinking days where I'm at work all day and nothing exciting happens. I might bring in some snips of other things that have happened throughout the year that I haven't had a chance to actually share on this channel. So this project bag is the first one. It's got beautiful wintry scenes on it and I love the colours as well. So I think I'll put my Cozy Knitter socks in this one, and that's the Cozy Knitter ones. And for the heels, toes and cuffs, I actually found leftovers of previous year's Cozy Knitter Advent Skein minis. I didn't order extra minis this year because I knew I had some leftovers, and even if I didn't, I have a lot of minis I could have pulled out from stash of other colours. But I figured I still have, this is about 22 grams from 2 years worth of leftovers. This will be perfect for my heels, toes and cuffs. And my second project bag is by Ollie and Bella. Now this is beautiful Cherie. Cherie also has a podcast. I forgot to mention Danny has a podcast as well, and I do highly recommend watching her. She is a beautiful knitter. And now Cherie is also another podcaster that I adore watching. Cherie is in the UK, and a couple of years ago, I think now, I purchased this project bag from her, but I haven't used it yet. I think I put it away somewhere safe and forgot about it. And then while I was cleaning up this past year, it resurfaced. So I thought I'd use that for my Freckled Whimsy skeins. This is how those caked up. And they're super pretty. And I've decided to choose a mini out of my stash for these. I didn't order these ones. My friend Marina of the Handmade Koala ordered these. Yeah, she knows a little bit of fluff in there. She ordered these and I ordered the Cozy Knitter ones. She ordered the Freckled Whimsy ones. And she didn't order the minis that go with these, which is absolutely fine. Again, as I said, I've got a lot of minis in stash. And I've chosen to pair this one with these colours today, or this year. And so I'm going to still cake this one up so I can start my heels, toes and cuffs. My cuffs. I usually knit my socks cuff down, so I will cast on cuffs. I will not get all 4 cuffs done today. That is a given. It is 6:30 p.m. already. I'm not sure where today has gone. It's just flown by. But I will get a start on the cuffs of at least a couple of these. I'm not sure if I'll do them magic loop or 9-inch circs. Maybe I'll have 2 of each. I have to make a decision on these things. But I will pop them in the project bags and they will be ready to go. Now the other thing I really wanted to share with you is the top that I'm wearing that I completely forgot to talk about before. So I'm wearing a really fun Christmas top and it says, "Have yourself a merry little knitmas" on it. I picked this up from, I want to say Yarnable, but Yarnable is just one of the subscription boxes they do. Hypnotic Yarns. Hypnotic Yarns put up a call on Instagram a few weeks ago about running a print of a few of these and a couple of sweaters as well, and I couldn't resist ordering them. So love my little t-shirt, festive t-shirt for this time of year, which is really exciting. and it's a knitting t-shirt, which also makes me happy, especially over these summer months. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you too. And I think that was all I was going to talk about. One more thing I was going to talk about. I just want to share a finished object with you, my latest finished object. And the reason I want to share that now is because it is getting gifted tomorrow. It is on the blocking mats right behind me, so let me get that out for you. Okay, I'm going to show you from back here because it is rather large. Oops. I'm losing light. It is getting quite dark on this side of the house. But this is the Rainbow Ripple Baby Blanket, I believe it is called. And I think it's by Celeste Young. I've got to cut off this end. It has been woven in, but I still need to cut it off. But I washed it and blocked it yesterday. I actually finished it yesterday morning. And I love it. I absolutely loved crocheting this. It was such a fun project and so quick. I think the light looks better that way. Cannot wait to give this to my colleague tomorrow. We are having a little baby shower at work for her tomorrow. She finishes up work in a week or so to have her very first baby. And I decided to crochet her a baby blanket, which I love so much. I have seen the Crazy Sock Lady crochet quite a number of these. And I think I've also seen, I can see Amy from another podcast that I love watching, and I've just gone absolutely blank. Let's find Amy's podcast. I found it. So it's Amy from Noble Character Crafts, her podcast, and I love that podcast so much as well. I'm pretty sure I've seen her crochet these as well, and if not this pattern, something very, very similar. And I just found this to be such a joyful project. Absolutely loved it. Now I used Lion brand ombre yarn, and it's a DK weight yarn. It comes in 150 gram balls, and I used 3 full balls for this pretty much. I had a tiny little bit left over which would not have given me another round. It would have maybe given me one of the stars, and there are 12 points even. There are 12 points on this blanket. So I love it. I love the way the yarn shifted colours and the way that the colour shifts changed as the blanket got bigger, but yet stayed true to the feel of or the vibes of this colourway. I really, really am happy with it. I can imagine that I will be making more of these because this was really quick. It took me 2.5 weeks to make, amongst other things. I thought I had another week to make it, but we scheduled the baby shower a week and a half earlier than I expected it initially. So the workplace. So it's all good. I've got it done. It's washed. I just need to wrap it up ready for gifting tomorrow. I think I would actually just find a gift bag for it. So that is super exciting. And I figured I'll show you now because I won't get a chance to talk about it on my end of year wrap up episode, because I will talk about it probably, but I won't be able to show it because it won't be with me anymore. The baby is due in at the end of January, and we are so super excited for our colleague who will be experiencing the joy of motherhood for the very first time. I used a 4.5mm hook for this blanket. The pattern is written for a 5mm hook, but I couldn't find one in time to start it. I was so keen to get it started, but I am quite happy with it. I feel like it is a little bit denser than I would normally have gone for a baby blanket, but at the same time, because it is a summer baby, she may want to use it as a rug on the floor for the baby to lay on, or something else. I don't know, maybe just a decorative piece in the bedroom. I'm just very, very excited by it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. I think that's all I have for today. I am going to probably log off now and get a start on at least one of these projects today. I really want to get through the daily stripes, hopefully close enough to the days. Like I said before, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself if that doesn't happen. I really want to make this a chill month as much as possible. So thank you so much for joining me again, and I will check in with you again soon.